Let me ask you a question. Have you ever noticed that you're probably better at giving advice to others over the advice that you give to yourself? So much to the fact that there are people in your life that seek out your advice and counsel in areas that you don't even think that you're winning. And sometimes you question yourself, why is this person coming to me? When there are so many other great people in their life, or even themselves, they're winning in this area better than I am, yet they're seeking my counsel. That's because they know too that the advice that they would give themselves is not going to be as wise or as sharp or as well as the advice that they're going to get from you. There's a concept known in psychology as the Solomon paradox. The idea was introduced back in 2014 by two psychologists, and it says that we are all, in fact, as humans, better at giving advice to others than we are to ourselves. For those of you that don't know who King Solomon was, he is credited with writing the book of Proverbs, which for anybody that is a believer and looks at the Bible as a source of truth is the book of wisdom. But one interesting thing about Solomon is over the course of his life, he's regarded as making horrible decisions time and time again. He had uncontrollable passion for money, uncontrollable passion for women, and neglected to instruct his son, who went on to ruin the kingdom. So here's the man that is credited with writing the book of wisdom that we all point to right now, yet he couldn't manage and control his own life. Now, for those of us that are struggling with a pornography addiction, how can we use this paradox? How can we use this to give ourselves the advice? Because here's the thing, brother, is if you're listening or watching this right now, you know exactly what needs to be done in order to break free from the shackles of your pornography addiction. Yet you struggle to give yourself the counsel. You struggle to give yourself the wisdom. So I want to introduce to you an assignment, a concept that we teach here inside of our program at Reboot Your Life that will help you in stepping outside of yourself and projecting your life fast forward into the future so that you can speak to the man that you are today and get the wisdom and get the counsel and get the advice that you're going to need to break free from this addiction. If you're struggling with painting a vision for your life, we put together a free training to help you get clear on the man that you can become. If you want access to this free training, you can visit www.rebuiltrecovery.com/vision. I'm going to link it down there in the show notes below, or I'm going to drop it down there in the description if you're watching here on YouTube. But this training will walk you through our 5-step process to help you identify exactly who is the man that you can become if you overcome this pornography addiction. And once you know who it is you can become, then I want you to take this concept that I'm going to share with you right now and help you give yourself the wisdom and counsel that you're going to need to begin down the path of this journey. So once you're clear on who it is you can become, I want you to fast forward 3, 6, maybe even 12 months into the future. And you are the man now that has abstained completely from pornography for that length of time. You developed the necessary tools and mindsets needed to continue down the path of freedom for the rest of your life. And from the mind of that man, we're going to write a letter to ourselves today. And within this letter is going to be this wisdom, is going to be the counsel, is going to be the advice to help you embark on this journey starting today, to break free from the shackles of addiction, and go on to live a life 100% free of pornography. The first thing this letter must entail is, what would your future version say to yourself today to make this thing become a reality? What encouragement does your current self need to hear from the man in the future to stay motivated, to stay driven, to build the discipline, to build the willpower? What does your current self need to know about the difficulty of the journey that you're about to embark on? And what is it that you're lacking right now that your future self knows you're going to need? And once you're in the frame of mind of the man that is living in the future, living out your dreams, living out your potential, walking in freedom, walking free from the shackles of pornography addiction. What level of appreciation and gratitude does your future self hold today? Thanking yourself for embarking on this journey. Now, once you have this letter written to yourself, I think it's wise to read it on a continual basis, especially in the early stages of trying to overcome this pornography addiction. So when you wake up every single morning and you're going through your journaling and you're going through your gratitude and you're having your time with the Lord and you're walking through prayer and meditation, pull this letter out, read it to yourself, and take that wisdom, take that advice, take that counsel from your future self so you can use it today to know exactly what it is you need to do, to know exactly what it is you don't need to do, to give you the motivation, to give you the inspiration to not give in to those temptations. This is a simple framework. It's a proven exercise that we have used with countless men inside of our Reboot Your Life program. And I'm telling you, if you truly embody the meaning of this assignment, if you truly embrace the words that you write to yourself, you will find resting inside of you not only what you need today, but what you're going to need in the future to walk in freedom, to become the man that no longer gives in to his temptations, to become the man that can live a 100% porn-free life. And guys, like I said, if you are not clear on who you can become, if you're struggling to envision a life free of pornography because you've been struggling, you've been caught up in this behavior for far too long, visit www.rebuiltrecovery.com/vision, where I walk you through a 5-step training to get clear on the man that you can become free of this addiction. And guys, if you're getting value out of these episodes and you're enjoying what we're delivering here and you want to continue to support the show, you can do it in one of two ways. If you're listening on the audio side, obviously head over to Apple, Spotify, wherever you are consuming this, and please leave us a 5-star rating and written review. It'll help get this podcast and get this message in front of more people. If you're watching there on YouTube, guys, hit that subscribe button, turn those post notifications on. But more importantly, if there's a man in your life that you know is struggling, do us a favor, but do him the blessing by sharing today's conversation and episode with him. Guys, but the Solomon paradox, it is something that we all struggle with. We are so much better at giving others advice over the advice that we give ourselves. But if we can detach ourselves from today and move ourselves into the future and think about the man that we can become, perhaps there's some real wisdom resting inside of that mindset. God bless you guys. Coach Frank here at Rebuilt Recovery. We love you so much. We'll see you in the next one.